Hi Gemini, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. I want to start with apologizing for not having messages up last week. And 2 weeks ago I promised that not only was I going to do messages, I was going to do the extended versions, and then I didn't have any of it. It was just too much happening in my private life, and I just couldn't do it. But I'm back now and I'm really happy to be here. And I'm Swedish, and therefore I will go a bit back and forth with a Swedish explanation for where I feel like maybe the English needs some clarification. And what is Gemini is tvilling in Swedish. And I also need some clarifications at times, it seems. It's not a typical tarot reading. I'm using these beautiful cards only to get my own inspiration and intuition going, and it's just basically fun for me, a fun way to get inspired to use these cards. What else? Nothing, I think. Can't promise that there's going to be extended versions next week, but hopefully. And I also want to say it's my intention to get these videos out every Friday. So by Friday I will have recorded them all and put them out. But sometimes, like today when it's not Friday, I have worked overtime. Let's see what's in here for the Gemini this week. What you will attract from me. Ooh. Wow. I feel like something major in your life has just happened. Like something has shifted for you. At least the Geminis that I'm connecting with, I feel like something has happened. Like something, I don't want to go as far as say somebody got cancer and sort of survived it and now they have rethought their life. But like something of that magnitude or something that has made you go, I think I'm gonna value life a bit more, or like take life a bit more seriously, which could mean take it not so seriously, like start doing what I enjoy rather than just work, or however that applies to you. Whatever you feel like you are doing that didn't work for you, something happened and now you're like in a different mindset. You rethought the whole thing. Like, this is what I'm gonna do now. This thing happened, so therefore this is what I'm gonna do now. I just want to show you the card. Like, can you have a bigger horn in your forehead? I don't think so. So something you have awakened. Something about your third eye. Like you have like something happened. And you see things clearly now, or at least clearer, about what you want to do and how you want to proceed in life. And I'm sorry. As I said that, it wasn't just a normal, I got something in my throat. It felt like, it almost tightened up, like in my throat. Okay, there's something here. So maybe you're I'm always saying I'm not too into this and not into that, so I'll let you know what I'm into instead. I just feel like I'm not like controlled by the chakras in your body, but if we talk like a chakra language, I'd say that the third chakra and your throat chakra is having a major breakthrough, which means you're seeing things clearer, you have stronger intuition, like the sense of something is up is like heightened to a supernatural level. And it always has been, but something, like I said, has shifted, so now you're listening. It's like it wasn't like you didn't get hunches or signs or a nudge, or the intuition wasn't like it wasn't there before. Yes, it was, only now something happened, so you're taking yourself more seriously, you're listening much better now. And also something with your throat, meaning putting your foot down, telling it like it is. This is my truth, this is what you guys need to know. Like I'm not keeping quiet anymore. It can also be when you're having that big of an opening, It can also be that you start to, for instance, if you had a book, like if you've been writing on the book forever, but you kept it in your drawer, like in your bedside drawer or whatever, and you didn't show it to anybody, it's like, I'm gonna put my book out now. If there's something that you've been wanting to say to somebody for the longest time, but you didn't have the courage, or it just wasn't the right timing, it feels like now is the time to do it. Now I can speak up. Now I can speak my truth. And it's almost like, I feel like you're not concerned about whether it's received well or not. So, and that's a good thing. Like, the first thing you have to do is let go what other people are going to think or do or feel about your speaking your truth. So for the Geminis that are connecting with this, that is a good thing. That is a beautiful thing. Only when it's people that you love, definitely when it's people that you love. I understand that it's a bit tougher if it's for somebody that you sort of, maybe if you're in a bit of a conflict with somebody, or that you feel mistreated in any way. It's not that easy to choose love over telling it like it is. Like, it's much like, well, isn't it important to be truthful and be authentic and tell it like it is? Yes, and it feels like it's a first step for you, and it's a very important step for you that you tell it like it is. But once you sort of get that out of the way, and it's sort of a very egotistical perspective or like viewpoint that you tell it like it is. It's like, you don't care, as long as I get this out of my chest, or like off of my chest and out of my world and onto you, then that's all that matters. And that's the ego talking, and it's sort of an important step for you to go through. But then whenever you can put like a love filter, like I have a saying to myself, what would love do now, or how would love look at this? And it's sort of, it doesn't matter if you're sad or angry or frustrated or irritated or whatever. If you just ask that question, if it's not holding you like it's strangling you, or as heavy as an energy can be, then it's very disarming. Like it meaning avväpnande. Like, it's the second you ask, what would love do now, or how would love look at this, or what would love say now, the thing that was really heavy at least eliminates like half of it, like right off the bat, because you put it through that question. And then maybe you have still some work to do before you can really like state it through the love filter, so to speak. But if it's people that you love, don't you want to bring love to them as much as you can, rather than the truth of it? Like, you want to bring stuff to them gently, and if the thing that you want to tell them, or the thing that you want to tell the world, or the truth that is yours, or the authenticity that is you wanting to come through now, isn't that what is most important? If they understand what you mean and you can put it through love, isn't that an awesome way? It doesn't have to be harsh, and it doesn't have to hurt people, and it doesn't have to be, well, I don't care, it's my truth, so take it or leave it. No, you want to not take it or leave it. You want to put it through a love filter and see what happens. But I feel like that's the next step, sort of. And so there's a huge opening in your throat and a huge opening in your forehead. And because it is, and because I feel like a slight resistance to it, you can have like a slight headache, or like a pressure. It feels almost like a hat, like you have on, that is a bit too tight. So it's like a bit of a pressure on your forehead. Also, you can feel like you almost have a bit of a cold, or like a bit of a swollen throat, and it's a bit tough to swallow, or you just feel a bit thick in your throat. It's not a cold, you're not about to catch a cold, it's just an opening through a bit of resistance, and that's what you feel. But I mean, you have all the resources, you have all the tools, you have every, like, you've decorated yourself. Like if this was interior design, you decorated every corner with everything that you need. It's full now. So it's like a full go. It's like, tell your truth. It's gonna work. You're not gonna scare people off. You're not gonna, like, it's your time to be very truthful. It's a beautiful thing. Let's see what else. Can we get more for Geminis around this topic? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm gonna start talking. That's what I do, and then I sort of talk myself into understanding what it is that I'm receiving. Here it's like your hair is on fire, your whole existence is on fire, and it feels like you're almost being attacked from every angle. And being attacked, it doesn't necessarily have to be that people are attacking you, or that people, like, that they're coming at you from all angles. It can be that you have so much to do that you sort of feel so overwhelmed that you're a bit attacked. It can also be that you're trying to figure out things in your head, and it's so much things that it gets overwhelmed. You get exhausted, you get a bit sad, you feel a bit drained, you get very tired. It's like you want to take 3 or 4 or 5 naps during the day because it's a bit heavy. And it's like you're defending yourself in a position that needs no defending. So what is this about? You're opening up so much because something has shifted. So you've decided something, or something happened that made you like, oh, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to approach life, and no more stuff from other people. Like, I'm gonna stand up for myself. I'm gonna tell it like it is. And still, if I feel like you have to, like, the claws are like the mama bear, the claws are coming out to defend yourself and defend your position. And it might not even be from other people. It can also be like from your own thoughts, even. It's all good, and it's so many animals. Like, look at her. She's like a ball of fire. Her hair is super on fire, and the color is coming out of her. That's her hands that she holds up like this, and there's like so much color coming out of her hands. And there's something about breaking old habits, breaking down, like this channel is called A New Era. Like we're breaking down whatever doesn't work, whatever construction, structure, way that you've been living that doesn't work anymore is like falling away right now, and you're having a bit of a tough time to catching up to this. It falls away really quickly. And I just want to say that you are in the right vibration. It's not like you're in deep doo-doo, in deep shit. The darkness is sort of out there, and you sort of have taken a little bit of a step back to reorganize and rethink things. And because there are so many animals around you, and animals to me, like they hold the highest vibration on earth besides nature, and you're standing smack down in the middle of that vibration, which tells me that you have the right vibration. You're not in a heavy place where you need to shift something, you are in the right place, but there's a defense mechanism that is very alert, and you don't have to defend yourself. Whatever you're doing now is a good thing. Just follow whatever feels right to you. Whenever there's an authentic feeling, thought, thing that comes up for you that you want to tell somebody, just put a love filter on it and see what happens, if you can sort of soften it a bit. But other than that, you're in such an awesome place where things are shifting at such a rapid pace for you. Super hög hastighet. I'll leave you with that, guys, because it's past 15 minutes. It's just in my hand, which tells me money's coming in. So yeah, just take that to heart and just know that stuff is happening right now for you. Don't defend yourself. You have nothing to defend yourself about. And look through the eyes of love, and it's going to be all good. I hope you liked the reading. If you did, please subscribe. Tell all your friends about a new era. I hope to see you back next week. Bye, Geminis.